Hello, Leo. How are you doing? This is your boy Jojo. Thank you for being here. If you're new here, welcome in. I am Jojo. If you're returning, thank you for supporting the channel continuously. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're well. This is a new type of read that I'm doing. We're going to be providing a little bit more content for you guys and go a little bit more in depth with things. Hopefully it'll give you a little more content and a little more information. So, without any further ado, let's dive right in and see what we've got for my Leo Lion Pride. First up, we're going to see what you don't see coming for the next month or so. What do we got for my Leo gang? What do we have for my Leos? What do you not see coming? Got the 8 of Swords, the Mob, and 7 of Swords. Underneath the bottom of the deck, the Puppeteer. You may be finding out about somebody lying. Now, if this is you, Leo, again, these are general reads, so only take what resonates for you. Roles can be reversed, but this looks like somebody's getting caught lying. They're trying to manipulate some people, trying to manipulate. It's almost like a bunch of people are gathering to lie against someone for some reason. Now, there are 2 extra major arcana in this particular deck, the Unveiled Tarot, and both of them are here, the Mob and the Puppeteer. The Mob talks about going with the crowd, just going along with what everybody says. And the Puppeteer talks about somebody working the system behind the scenes. You may find this at work, or what is this lie about? What is this lie about? The Wheel of Fortune. Karma, good fortune, maybe good things. Somebody's trying to dissuade things coming in. Tell me one more on that. Yeah, somebody's lying about their happiness or whatever. And I want to say they're getting caught. Either that or you're getting caught up in this. It's like a bunch of people having some kind of mass delusion. Maybe a friends group or something. It's some kind of lie, and somebody is just not happy about going along with it. And that might be you. You might be in your head about going along with somebody's lies or manipulation for their own betterment, for their own good. And I think it's because you know that, hey, karma is real. And putting a bad energy out there definitely has consequences. So just be careful of that, Leo. Make sure you're paying attention, because I think somebody's trying to rope you in on some kind of mass deception that's very manipulative. Now, having said that, this could be like, let's say, trying to think of an example. All right, let's say you got a bunch of people who are getting together to throw a surprise birthday party for somebody, and you're supposed to be in on this mass lie. You know what I mean? And hey, listen, hiding a surprise birthday party from someone, yeah, you might tell a little fib or two, but we know that got good intentions behind it. Whatever this is, somebody is just not comfortable being a part of some charade or whatever. So watch out for that. What else we got coming in for my Leos? And I'm setting the time frame for this to be right around, the next month or so. What else we got coming in for my Leos? Hello, Jano, Pam Bear, Sarah Louis Boo. What is going on? I almost said St. Louis. Why am I thinking that? Because you're Sarah Louise, the Louis Boo. But when I looked at your name, I automatically thought St. Louis. What's that about? And hello, Ashley Nicole. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. What we got coming in for my Leos? Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, King of Pentacles, and underneath the bottom of the deck, you have the Fool card. You could be dealing with an Earth sign. You might have Earth in your chart. Could be Aries or Pisces as well. Somebody is keeping a relationship kind of under wraps, but going for it. You could be entering some kind of relationship or entering some kind of partnership. It looks like you're going into this, but you guys are keeping it quiet. You're using your intuition. You could possibly just know that somebody is a good match for you. So you're going towards something, taking a leap of faith. Now, this could be in business. It could be a relationship. But there's a high intuitive pull towards whoever this is. You know, the King and Queen of Pentacles are both very grounded, solid, stable people. The Queen of Pentacles and King are both very confident. You could be dealing with somebody that has children, or you could be partnering up with someone, but you're taking a leap of faith towards something that is going to be very, very prosperous. And I think there's a need to, if you're entering into some kind of new partnership, a relationship of some kind, I think you know that it's good for you. And so you are willing to take that leap of faith, but there's a need to kind of keep it under wraps, not, you know, no, you ain't got to tell everybody your business. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got coming in for Leo. And yes, Sarah Louisboo is a saint. Hello, D Love. What else we got for Leo? We got the Knight of Swords, the Sun. There you are, Leo, the Emperor. And underneath the bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. Something is going to come to light. I think you're moving very quickly into some kind of happiness. You're really bossing up, taking control, or somebody else is. You could be dealing with an air sign, or some of you could be dealing with another Leo. Or this could just be you bossing up, taking control of things. You got the Three of Cups here. There could be a reunion of some kind or celebration. I mean, we are in the holiday season. So there's going to be a lot of parties. There's going to be a lot of, festive little things. Be careful of drinking and driving. Make sure that you've got a designated driver. You'll be safe out there. It does look like that good times and celebrations are being had. Be careful not to move too quickly. I think something might be revealed. There could be some communication, some kind of idea. And for some of you, there may be a reunion of some kind. Maybe getting together with the emperor can be a boss. It can be a father figure of some kind. But I think this is more you. You're just moving along really quickly. Again, you're diving headlong into something. You're taking that leap of faith, but you're just not comfortable with. There's a situation here where you're not comfortable about going with the public. You're not comfortable about going along with some kind of public lie or somebody pulling the strings, and you're partnering up with someone to be. It's going to be something that you want to keep on the down low, but because of that, you're bossing up, taking control of things, and moving quickly towards your happiness and celebration. Again, for some of you, there may be some kind of reunion with somebody. You may find out about somebody's deception. Well, I'm getting that. You're finding out about somebody's deception about another organization, another person, another company, and you're just not comfortable with that at all. I mean, and it's kind of putting you in your head. But when you really dissect the situation, see the little frog getting dissected there, you can understand. Your intuition kicks in, and somebody's somebody is lying about their good fortune, their, this project that's to come, and they're kind of trying to manipulate the crowd. Whatever it is, you're just not comfortable with that. But there is another partnership coming in of some kind, whether it be romantic, financial, something. You're working with somebody to keep something quiet, and you are going ahead. And again, this might be a surprise for someone. You might be lying, and again, it almost gives the feeling of like uh lying about somebody's surprise birthday party, or a surprise gift or something, and it's got you really in your head, but you are keeping it quiet. You are partnering up with someone and taking that leap of faith, but this will all come to light. This might be a surprise party for, a friend, a family member, a boss, or a father, an uncle, some strong masculine figure. But whatever this is really, really got you in your head. And there is a partnership here. There's something that's very, very abundant. So hopefully this resonates with you. I'm getting a couple of different messages out of this. But overall, it looks like good times are afoot. Somebody may not be comfortable with the. Maybe you're worried that your lies aren't good enough, and the surprise party's going to get found out about. But there's something where you're partnering up with somebody with some kind of deception. You're keeping things quiet for happiness, for joy, for some kind of celebration. Let's move forward into your money and career. Hello, Mountain Girl. How are you doing? And yes, Sarah Louisville, you are a saint, dear. Absolute saint. Um, yeah, there have been, if it's buffering for you, sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about it. There were some powerful solar discharges, some coronal mass ejections is what they call it, a CME event. And they can disrupt satellites and signals and things like that. They also, it's the reason why we had the aurora borealis, those beautiful lights in the night sky. But they can affect, signals and satellites and all that kind of thing. Kind of a pain. All right, Leo, let's move into your money and career. How's it going for the change? This is the holiday season. Folks out there can get a little strange with the change when they don't need to be. The job market is really rough. I heard Miss Violetta was talking about that earlier. The Fed just dropped interest rates. The job market is kind of rough out there. So let's see what's going on with your money and career. What do we have for my Leos in money and career? We got the 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. I think you're going to be okay. You're a little stressed out. There's some extra expenses for the holiday season. You're buying gifts, going to parties, traveling, all of that kind of thing. But you're hanging in there. I think you're being resilient about this, Leo. You might be in your head a little worried about it, losing sleep at night, a little anxious about, your happiness, about the family. Maybe you're worried about buying Christmas gifts for the kids, or, how you're going to get through the season. But with working together, I think you're going to survive it just fine. Just try to be, try to be a little frugal. Don't go too far out of pocket for things. But overall, I think you're going to survive it. I think you're going to be okay. What else have we got for Leo? Popping up there, we get the Ace of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and we got the Five of Wands. Leo, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Don't go overboard. Don't go broke trying to look rich for others. Because you may get yourself into a little trouble here. Make sure that you're saving money back. Again, I know it's the holidays, but we have to think practically about things. And with that Ace of Cups in reverse, it tells me that you're more focused on your money, your stability, and not so much about love. If you're in some kind of relationship, be careful, because being stingy might cause a little bit of drama here. But I do think that you're, with that Ace of Cups in reverse, if somebody's mad at you because you're not buying them things, and I don't know why this is coming up. It's more about love than it is money. But if somebody's mad at you for not buying them things, then they're not really caring about you. And there may be a little bit of an argument there. You have to take care of yourself. We have to take care of our basics, or, got to pay the power bill, got to pay the water bill, got to pay the phone bill and the light bill, everything. You got to take care of yourself. Having the Ace of Cups there, the Ace of Cups is a new beginning. Some of you might be trying to kind of hold back on things, maybe be a little bit more frugal, put some money in savings, things like that. I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be stable here, but somebody might not be happy with that. They might have, with the Five of Wands, there could be some drama, there could be some fighting, or issues there. And again, I'm getting that message that just because you're not, somebody needs to love you regardless. If you might be holding back from love at this time. I used to know a guy that he would intentionally break up or whatever. I always thought this was just an ass move to make, but he would break up somebody, break up with, whoever he was dating during the holidays, so they were broken up and he didn't have to buy them any gifts. I'm talking about a true cheapskate. I don't know what happened to that guy, but I thought that was just the worst thing ever. But if somebody's mad at you, or it's causing a little drama because you're not spending money on them and you're saving and making sure that you're solid and stable, then that person doesn't really care about you. You know what I'm saying? So be careful around people like that. Overall, the money situation looks good. I do think you may be a little stressed, trying to tighten the belt and make ends meet for the holidays, but I think you're going to come through it just fine. There might be a little drama there, but I think you'll get over that. So just be mindful. Make sure you're not overspending or overgiving, and put a little back for the future. You know what I'm saying? Take care of Leo. Let's see. Let's talk about that person on your mind, Leo. Now, this could be anybody. It could be a mother, brother, father, sister, anyone. Could be a love interest, could be a coworker. That person on your mind. What have we got for the person on Leo's mind? First of all, who is this soul? How are they going to know who we're talking about? Who is this person on Leo's mind? We've got the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Four of Cups, the Puppeteer. Hangman, you could definitely be dealing with a Pisces. This is somebody who's kind of manipulative. Things feel a little stuck and stagnant. Again, you could be dealing with a water sign, or somebody could have water in their chart somewhere, but this is somebody who's kind of manipulative and never satisfied with things. And you might be seeing them from a different perspective. You know, the situation feels stuck, stagnant, because somebody's manipulative and you know, it's like they're constantly playing games. I think this person has love for you. I think they care about you, but they can be a little selfish, a little self-serving. How does this person feel about my Leo gang? Nine of Cups, the Empress. Ooh. The Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords. Well, okay. I mean, they love you. They see you as a wish fulfillment. I mean, the Empress, they see you as very loving, kind, sweet. And Leo's in a high vibrational energy. Let me tell you, they are very generous. They are sweet. They are kind. Leo's in a high vibrational state are just they're absolute superstars. They really are. With the Nine of Cups here, this person, I mean, what can I say? They love you. They want to offer you love. They're the Five of Swords, though, for the underneath, it tells me that they may think that you're a little argumentative, Leo. Um, this person could think that maybe you carry a lot of resentment. Now, this is what they think, okay? This is how they feel. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, but maybe they think you're carrying a lot of resentment about something, or there's been some kind of drama here. But even besides that, they still see you as the Empress, male or female, it does not matter. They see you as very loving, kind, creative, and they do love you. I mean, they think you're the one. They think you are it. You make this person happy, but they also see that you kind of hang on to things, and it's like there's, even though they love you, there's a little bit of needless drama. They may think you're a little stubborn. Now, I know Leo, stubborn. May think you're a little hot headed, little sharp with the words there. Not my Leos. No, never, never. How about your feelings for this person, Leo? How do you feel about this person? Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. You love them. You think they're your person. You want a brand new start with them. Yes, you do. You think they're dragging their feet. And, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, you think they you know, you may be waiting for this person to show up, to get on board. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you do see them as some sort of divine partner. Again, we do have the Emperor and the Empress. Their feelings for you, Empress. Your feelings for them, Emperor. You want to marry this person. You want to have kids with this person. Are they slow to commit? This person thinks that, you know, there's some drama here. This is how they feel, and you're ready to go, but you think this person is slow to come forward. But I get the feeling you also believe that this is destined somehow. What are their next actions towards my Leo gang? There might be a little trouble in paradise. Again, you know, you kind of see this person as, I don't know, it's like they're trying to pull the string. It's as though this entire situation feels stuck. You know, the hanged man can be about stagnancy. You know, seeing things, trying to see things from a different perspective, but stuck where they are and missing out. Um, you know, you love this person, but you also think that they're a little manipulative and they think you're argumentative. You think they are stubborn and very slow, but you would like a new opportunity with them. And I think you want it all with this person, Leo. So, what are their next actions towards my Leo Lion Pride? We got the Six of Wands, Justice, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Leo, this person wants your attention. You're going to get your justice. I mean, they're going to look at what they've done before. They're looking at this situation, you know, from the past. Again, this doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest. It can be anybody. It's just the person on your mind. But I think for a majority of the Leos that I'm reading for, you feel like this is your person. They think that you're a little argumentative. You're kind of a hothead. You think this person is a little slow and stubborn and, you know, glass half full. They're you know, little pouty britches. You know, the Four of Cups is, it always shows that guy with his crossed arms and bottom lip out and mad. He's just mad. Captain Pouty Pants. You know what I mean? Um, this person wants your attention and they are going to bring you some justice. I think they're trying to change up the energy, and I do think they're coming at you in a very attractive way. They're, somebody's somebody's trying to change up the energy because they want some they want they want some makeup time, Leo. You know what I'm saying? What's the advice for Leo concerning this person on their mind? Let's just shuffle real quick. What is the advice for Leo? This person on their mind. Got the Eight of Wands in reverse, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Okay. Hold back. Be careful with what you say. Just, you know, maybe visit with family. Hold back from this a little bit. This person is going to come around. They are. So I would just limit communications. It doesn't mean completely ghost somebody. It means hold back. You don't have to be, you know, texting 5,000 times a day, you know, morning, noon, and night, whatever. Just ease up. That's how you're going to get the Ten of Pentacles. That's how you're waiting for your ships to come in. You want your ships to come in. Then, you know, you got to let this person realize that life can be lived without you in it, and let them get a little taste of that. It's a little taste, you know. Don't be so quick to reach out and communicate. If they send a text, let them sit and stew on that for a little while. You know, leave them on red. Just for a little bit. I'm never going to advocate for ghosting. I'm a Gemini. I am never, ever going to advocate for ghosting someone. But you can give them a couple of hours to think. You know what I mean? Um, don't be cruel. And don't, please, please, people, do not use silence as a weapon. that is just manipulative. But that also, it just means prioritize yourself. Hold back, work on yourself. I think it's going to be fine. Your ships are going to come in with this. But, if this person, because this person, I get the feeling that this person likes to argue with you and they're maybe a little stubborn themselves, maybe a little slow with things. Give them a taste of their own medicine. Be slow as well. You know what I mean? That's how you're going to get your ships coming. I do think this person's going to change up their energy and they're going to show up with a giant red bow tied to something. That's where I'm going to leave that. You know what I'm saying, Leo? Signs you could be dealing with, you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer. Let's see. Yeah, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We got Libra, Taurus, Cancer, and Virgo there as well. Pisces again. Another Libra. You can have any of those signs in your chart. The other person could have them in theirs. Let's get all signs their sign and see what it has. Hello, Miss Tess. Infinite Fantasy. How are you doing, boo-boo? It's good to see you. What's you got in here? Zen. What is going on, Zenergy? Bubbalicious. How you doing, Precious? Kelly Ambrose. What is going on, dear? Thank you all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. Hit that like button for me. Do it. And then come back, leave me a comment. Let me know, with this new series of reads, let me know what you would like me to read on in the comments. All right, let's move along to their sign, Aries through Pisces. If you're dealing with an Aries, my Leo's dealing with an Aries. Nine of Wands, Ace. They are holding on for dear life, Leo. They are holding on to you as hard as they can. They want to offer you this cup of love. This person is in love with you, and I honestly think it may even be just the slightest bit toxic, but I don't think you could do any wrong in this Aries' eyes. How about my Leos dealing with a Taurus? We've got the Chariot, and they want to travel to you. They love you. This person they're trying to figure out how to move forward. They may want to travel to you, but they have an extreme amount of emotion for you. That you are the winning ticket, according to this Taurus. Tell me about Leo's dealing with a Gemini. We got the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. There might be a little bit of an age difference with this Gemini. This is somebody that they're fun. There's a lot of chemistry there, but I think they're a little focused on their work. This may be a business owner, entrepreneur. This is somebody very solid. They, if you're dealing with a Gemini that's broke, it's not your story. This Gemini has their ish together, and there is a lot of chemistry there, but they may be just kind of out playing. They might think that about you. And again, there could be an age difference with this Gemini. Tell me about my Leos dealing with a Cancer. Justice, Three of Wands. This Cancer they're waiting for justice in the situation. They may feel like you have wronged them somehow, but they are waiting on their ships to come in. They somehow being with you is justice for the Cancer. I don't know if there was some kind of injustice there. Maybe there were some legal issues, possibly, maybe somebody was married. They might be waiting on you to get a divorce. You might be waiting on them. But whoever this Cancer is waiting on you. They're waiting to be with you for some reason, and it could involve a legal situation. Tell me about Leo dealing with another Leo. 10 of Swords and Page of Wands. It is over, done. Somebody's just, they're keeping it light, playful. They're not, this person is not into anything serious, and there may be some betrayal there. They may have, they may be flirting with someone else or talking to someone else, but there's something else going on with another Leo. Tell me about Virgo. Scoot these over, get them all centered. How about my Leos dealing with a Virgo? We've got the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. This person is holding back. They're not saying anything. There's sadness, remorse, regret. I want to say this Virgo is hurt over you. It could be some guilt, but they're holding back. They're not saying anything. I think they're sad about it, but they're definitely not trying to work on it. Tell me about Leos dealing with the Libra. We got the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. This Libra is ready to move forward. They want to go to Vegas and get married. Let's go have an Elvis impersonator marry us. They're ready to go. They're ready to move in together. They're ready. They may even be going a little too fast. They might want to move in, get married, get into a higher level of commitment. The Libra is ready to go. They're chomping at the bit. They are completely impatient for this. Tell me about my Leos dealing with a Scorpio. We've got the Seven of Wands and the Temperance. The Scorpio is very defensive. They want things to balance out. They think it'll come together in time. They're trying to get balanced themselves, but they are extremely defensive for some reason. I think they believe that things are unbalanced. The Scorpio it's a matter of divine timing. I think, it's one of those situations where they are defensive for some reason. Maybe they're unbalanced, or maybe they think you're unbalanced. But that's just something that's going to take time. Tell you about my Leos dealing with a Sagittarius. We've got the Ten of Wands and the Page of Swords. Sagittarius is dropping the burdens of this. They're done, or at least they're saying they're done. They're keeping an eye on you. Yes, they are. They're watching your social media, watching your, watching your Facebook, your Instagram. They're definitely keeping an eye on you, but this just burdens them. They feel like they're done. It's you live absolutely rent free in this person's head, and if they're gonna watch, give them a show. Tell me about Leo dealing with a Capricorn. Tell me about Leo dealing with a Capricorn. The Five of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. This person's, there's nothing but fights here. This person's, there's a lot of arguments and drama. This person's always busy. They could be juggling you with somebody else. But there's definitely drama with the Capricorn. Leo dealing with an Aquarius. We've got the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles. The Aquarius is looking at themselves. They're trying to, they're not sure whether to invest in this or not. You might not be hearing from an Aquarius. They might be rather silent. I think they might be trying to grow their money, but they're looking at past investments and how to change up the energy and how to move forward. I think they do want to move forward with you, but they're working on themselves at the moment, and they may not be saying anything, or they may be a little more concerned with getting themselves stable or growing their finances at this time. Tell me about Leo dealing with Pisces. Well, if I can get the card, we got the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. This Pisces can be a little sharp, can be a little cold, but I think they do want the Wheel of Fortune to spin with you. They might feel like it's destined, but they're also a little. You might be kind of getting the cold shoulder from Pisces right now, but they still believe that somehow this is destined to come together. All right, Leo. Think of a yes or no question. And while you're doing that, hold on just a moment. D-Love, thank you so much, dear. I greatly appreciate you and your support of the channel. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Okay, yes or no, Leo. Think of your question. Breathe deeply. What do we have for my Leos? My little banner. There we go. There we go. Yes or no? What do we have for my Leos? The Lovers. Could be either yes or no. I think there's a decision to be made. Gemini energy there. The Lovers talks about a soulmate. It also could be a choice between people. So whatever your question is, it could go either way. There's still a decision that needs to be made, whether it's on your part or their part. So it's kind of up in the air right at the moment. I do feel like this is a soulmate, but it is a major choice. Leo, that is what I have for you. Thank you so very much. Please be kind to people out there. You never know what folks are going through, and it is the holidays. Thank you so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this resonates for you, and leave me suggestions on what kind of reads you would like to see. We're going to be doing many more individual zodiac side reads, so we can dive a little bit deeper into your story. Miss Tess, thank you for being here. Infinite Fantasy, Precious, T Rose, Bubbles, thank you, Pam Bear. Thank you, especially D Love. I appreciate that. Sarah, Louie Boo, Mountain Girl, everybody. Thank you all for being here. You make my job worthwhile every single day on YouTube, and I do greatly appreciate you. Let's see. Virgo is up next. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be opening that up. Everybody, please take care of yourselves and stay safe out there. Please know you are appreciated, and I will definitely see you on the next video. I'm doing Virgo here in just a few minutes, so follow me over there if you wish. Until then, bye for now. Love, love, love. Peace, baby. Y'all have a good afternoon. I'll see you in Virgo in just a couple of moments.
Good dog.